Well, welcome along folks to another edition of In the Box Seat. Mark Littymore bringing you all the greyhound racing news across South Australia. The program is brought to you by Greyhound Racing SA and it will appear on the web every Tuesday afternoon on the grsa.com website at around 12 p.m. The new editions come up every Tuesday. We've got the Honey's Hot Tips later on. We've got an interview with Gavin Harris, enjoying a bit of luck here at the moment with his two greyhounds in question, Springvale Coops and also Springvale Dash, which returns to South Australia. Look forward to that interview with Gavin later on in the program. First of all, we've got the Wednesday matinee meeting here at Angle Park, and we've got a couple of specials for you. In the first race, we'll start it off with Strictly Mambo, who steps up to the 731 metre journey for the first time. He's proven over the 600. He's won a couple of races over the 600. A very strong greyhound, prepared by Jan Jones. Has been an outstanding chaser in his career, and like I said, having his first go over the stayers distance. Was the recent winner of the Shane McQueen Memorial. He was impressive in his heat and final of that race. Strictly Mambo, one of the best bets in race 1. We go to the last on the program, race 10, number 5, Emily Bell. Resuming from a long spell, this greyhound has been an injury-prone runner, still a relatively young greyhound. Peter Hurley trains this one, Emily Bell. Recently qualified in 30 and 19 around this track. Hasn't raced since late March when it got time off for injury, but it's going as well as ever so far as its trial form is concerned. Watch out for Emily Bell in the last. Now, Thursday night on the cards, the 17th of June here at Angle Park, features the Jardine Lloyd Thompson lower grade heats. The final to be conducted here next Thursday at the track. Speaking of Thursday night, we've got one special for you there. That is race 8, number 7, Springvale Dash, prepared by Gavin Harris. Hasn't raced since February, where he had a small stint in Victoria. He acquitted himself extremely well on that occasion. He actually ran second at the Meadows to the Adelaide Cup winner Dinah Lachlan. Only the 2 runs in Victoria. Now returns to South Australia, and he trailed in a sensational 29.77, winning by 10 lengths here recently at Angle Park. So he's one to watch in the future. Springvale Dash for Gavin Harris, and he's our top selection for Thursday night's meeting here at Angle Park. Speaking of Thursday night, we've got the Honey's Hot Tips for you, and the first of those comes up. It's actually Where's Pancho. We've had Where's Pancho on the show before. We've talked about him. Trained by Richard Pearce. Race 4, number 6, an outstanding young greyhound who went sensational 3 starts back, just failing to run down Tomic in the Breeders' Plate final here. He subsequently went on to represent South Australia in the Western Australian Derby Series. Unfortunately, never qualified for the final. He was placed 3rd in the heat, but he did win a supporting race on final night there at Cannington Raceway, leading all of the way from box 1. And Where's Pancho is one of the specials, race 4, number 6. If you're trying for the first 4 in that race, it is for race 4, 6, 4, 1, 2 is the combination there for the first 4. The other Honey's Hot Tip comes up in race 5. It is number 8, Megastar Supreme. Has had a couple of runs for Aussie Chegger here in South Australia. A former New South Wales sprinter. Has been desperately unlucky in its 2 race starts here at Angle Park. Has run 3rd and 2nd respectively. Flashing home at the end of her races. She has struck a bit of trouble early, Megastar Supreme, but with a clear run does look hard to beat in race 5. Now the first 4 for race 5, we're going the first 4 combination of 8, 7, 1 and 5. Now racing on a national basis, the Laurels series continuing at Sandown Park in Victoria, the Sandown Park Hawkins Media Laurels Classic. That is a Group 1 series. The semi-finals are on this week, culminating in the final on Thursday night, the 24th of June. That race is worth $50,000. That final for Bitches whelped on or after the 1st of March 2008. Now, some dogs to watch. Well, we've got a couple of dogs from the trials. First of all, we'll go to the Gawler trials from last week. And over in Gawler, Crystal Skull, who ran 3rd in the Breeders' Series, or 3rd in the Breeders' Series heat there last week. Went 16 dead to the back and finished off in 31.02, trained by Natasha Isaacson. Crystal Skull, one to watch in the final at Gawler this week. And in a Grade 5 time trial, Des Hockley trailed Vane Hassler, who went 31.09, was slow early, but came home very strong. Watch out for Vane Hassler, now trained by Des Hockley. From Angle Park last week, there was a greyhound with a good future. Laurie Carlin's got one called Silver Pedro going around. In a box-to-box, went 4.45 and 17.05. Was engaged at Strathalbyn yesterday and was actually won over the 319 metres after spearing to the lead from box 8. Was only 0.01 outside the track record there. So it's one to watch. That is a dog called Silver Pedro, trained by Laurie Carlin. Keep an eye on it in the coming future. Well, it's time to introduce our special guest on In the Box Seat this evening. It is actually Gavin Harris, the trainer of Springvale Coops and Springvale Dash, who returns to South Australia. And we welcome Gavin along to the program. Thanks for joining us.
G'day Mark, how you going?
Well, thank you. And you're having a bit of success at the moment with Springvale Coops and Springvale Dash, which returns to your kennels as well.
Yeah, they've both been really good for me. So they've won quite a few races. They're litter brothers, so yeah, it's been excellent.
Now, for those of you who don't know, you've been in the training ranks for quite a while now. How did you get your start in greyhound racing?
Well, back in the 60s and 70s, my father was a coursing man. He was in the National Coursing Association, so I grew up as a kid with the greyhounds, and then later on in life, had my own property. I decided to get some greyhounds, so I've been in it about 12 years now.
I suppose the greyhound that really kicked along your career about 5 or 6 years ago was a very smart bitch called Springvale Jinx. She was a marvellous stayer.
Yeah, she was great. She made about 21 group finals, so that was really excellent. We used to see her racing over in Melbourne, and mostly Melbourne, but in Queensland and Cannington. So yeah, it was excellent.
And around that same time, I think it was a little sister, Springvale Lucy. She actually won a couple of marathons at Sandown Park. We don't see them running over the 958 metres too often now, but
yeah, they were the last 2 marathons ever held that she won. So yeah, they'd be nice to see them back again. I think Satanic Cash would be good at it. But yeah, I bought both the litter for $500 each, and they won about $148,000 for Jinx and $48,000 for Lucy. So it was about $200,000 in prize money from a $1,000 investment, which was quite good.
It was quite handy. Springvale Coops, well, he's racing in very good form at the moment. He's gone through the grades pretty quickly here at Angle Park. Yeah. He's a funny greyhound. He's got to time his run at the end of his races, doesn't he?
Yeah, lately he's been caught a bit wide lately, and he hasn't quite had the final dash, but hopefully tonight he'll return to his best. Yeah.
And you've got Springvale Dash, who's gone 29.59 here at Angle Park. Would you say he's potentially your best greyhound in the kennels at the moment?
Oh, he's the fastest, and yeah, hopefully tonight he'll show some speed and have a nice win. It'd be really nice if he could.
Okay, for a start, he's got Springvale Dash in both nights this week, haven't you? Yeah. He's in against the, I think it's Rawson Rees and Tanashi Bale on Thursday night. Yeah. He'll acquit himself pretty well, you think?
It's a pretty tough race, but he's got the speed. If he can get to the lead, he's a definite chance.
And he was pretty impressive in the trials here.
Yeah, he went 29.77, which is they'll win most races. So hopefully he can improve a bit, because he's get his fitness up a bit more and be stronger run home the last bit.
Okay, and he didn't have much luck in Victoria, did he? He only had the 2 runs there. He ran second to Dinah Lachlan, but unfortunately he did the wrong thing after that.
Yeah, he got a 3-month suspension, so he's served the 3 months now. The dog fell next to him and he paused for a stride, and they pinged him, so which was fair enough. But this time, hopefully he'll be able to concentrate and everything go well for him.
Have you got any other greyhounds that are worth following in the future?
I've got a young pup called Springvale Ted that Graham Sterling's training for me, which I think he might be in Thursday or the following week. So he's had 1 start for 1 win. That was quite good, so hopefully he keeps going on with it.
The other greyhound from that litter, Springvale Brett, he went okay during the Breeders' Plate Series. You must be happy with his progress.
Yeah, she's quite good. She's got a bit of an injury at the moment, so she's been scratched tonight, but hopefully in 2 or 3 weeks I'll have her back again, and she'll hopefully keep improving. She's only young.
Okay, you still breeding from that same bitch?
No, she got a bit old to breed from, but that was a 3rd litter, Springvale Brett. Dash and Coops were in the 2nd litter. So Matthew's got one as well, Matthew Payne. So yeah, we've got a few. Got a Springvale Snow litter coming on, so we've got plenty to look forward to.
Okay, well, the best of luck with that, Gavin, and hopefully we'll see your face in the winner's circle in the not too distant future. And good luck with Springvale Coops and Springvale Dash as well.
Thanks, Mark.
No problems. That was Gavin Harris, the trainer of Springvale Coops and Springvale Dash, both engaged here at Angle Park this week. For a start, let's go to the what's coming up in the future here at Angle Park. With the 24th of June, we've got a lower grade final sponsored by Jardine Lloyd Thompson. That final worth $4,000 for grade 5 greyhounds, SA bred only. Heats for the champion puppy are coming up as well. Those heats to be conducted here on Wednesday week, the 23rd of June. The semi-finals on the 1st of July, culminating in the final on the 8th of July, Thursday night, the 8th. That final is worth $14,000. Gawler will race this Sunday. They race over the next 2 Sundays in the Twilight Zone. It's a Riverland Greyhound race meeting, actually run by the Riverland Club, this coming Sunday at Gawler. Hopefully your connections will support the greyhound trainers will support that meeting this coming Sunday at Gawler. That just about takes us away from another edition of In the Box Seat. We hope you enjoyed the program, and we'll catch you with a new edition around next Tuesday, same time around 12 o'clock on the website next week. Bye for now.